doing what you like to do. So what's crucial to understand, doing what you like to do. Many of us, it's hard to find balance within this reality, because what we're doing is, in order to do what we like to do, we often go against some basic principles of sustainability. So when we want to do something that we like to do, or we want to achieve something that we want to achieve, or even if we want to find something that we like to do, what we must understand is we must investigate certain aspects of ourselves which will ultimately enlighten and honor oneself. When we start to investigate and enlighten oneself, we will understand what it is, or what is enlightening or serving that for oneself. When we start to awaken to this existence, we will understand that is what is bringing a sense of existence, which is bringing a sense of so-called happiness or contentment or joy to our existence. And when we start to feel this level of existence, we will understand that, well, that's what I like to do. And what we must just be careful of is, when we realize that that's what we like to do, it's very important to realize one thing. When we become attached to that existence, we actually may find ourselves building up for disappointment, because depending on how we attach to that existence, if we can't find ways to balance that existence within reality, and the reality is that this world is brutal, and depending on how we interact with this world will affect our reality, and our reality will then affect the things that we like to do. So as long as we can use the things that we like to do as essentially like a charging station, we understand that the reality which we live in, that we're effectively serving to, because as long as we're living in the system, we're essentially serving to that reality. And the things that we like to do are essentially the balance. It's when we do the things that we like to do, we're recharging, we're rejuvenating, we're re-energizing, enjoying, nourishing our our existence, for then us to go back into the reality of which we're serving to. And that may be our family, our friends, our jobs. When we're serving, we're ultimately surviving in this reality. We're doing what we need to do to get by. So it's all about forming balance. And most importantly, that ultimately we want to find, a few things that recharge us. Because this world's very, very brutal. And if we limit ourselves to only one thing that we like to do, we must just be aware that if life can take that away from us, all we're left with is serving to this reality. It can be very, very tough when that thing's taken away from us. So if we can form a few different things that recharge us, it's almost like a safety net. So if one of those things fall through, and depending on what makes us happy, a lot of us, rely on our jobs to support what makes us happy. So if our job falls through and then we can't make ourselves happy, it's ultimately like a bomb. So it's all about forming balance on both sides. What's going to be, and ultimately that's by finding peace on both sides. So doing something that allows us to get by, and then finding happiness or finding recharge in the most simplest things, like just going out and sitting in nature, going by the beach, or just meditating in nature. That is free, and that can be just as powerful as anything. It's all about perception of the mind, and how the mind can find relaxation and meditation, and ultimately a level of gratitude and servitude within purpose. That is ultimately how we recharge and nourish.